And we're live.
We're live? Excellent. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, Springfield, internet world, and universe. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Gentlemen, how are we doing?
Doing all right
I'm
this time.
okay.
As you probably could tell from the intro, this week's episode is all about The Simpsons.
Oh, yep.
I don't remember exactly how it started, but I remember when we were first talking about setting up the podcast, we both floated around the idea of doing a Simpsons special, and here we are.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Strange coming
The
of events, but
Simpsons.
hey.
It's The Simpsons. Like what else is there to say? It's The Simpsons. It's one of it's the longest running animation of all time, I think.
I'm pretty sure it is the longest running animated series of all time.
Yeah. And it's been around longer than all three of us have been alive.
All three of us combined, almost.
Close to, yes.
No.
Boy.
Oh no! I mean, The Simpsons is what, on season 37?
Season 30 trillion at this point. I think they've realized they don't know when to kill it off.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hold on, I can find out exactly. I think it's on. Yeah. To be fair, you're saying all three of us put together. To be fair, I'm 25 right now. Even the two of us together is longer than The Simpsons.
Okay, so I looked it up. Simpsons just barely makes the top 10 of longest running animated series.
Damn, fair enough.
You'll know what number one is?
Just barely makes the top 10.
One? Oh,
yeah.
What could that be?
Sandmachen.
Oh, is it German?
Yeah, okay. 22,000 episodes.
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, is this just animation or just TV?
It's stop motion.
Oh Lord.
Okay.
It counts as animation.
Bro,
been running since 1959.
I guess that's a lesson we can learn, that the Germans have been on a mad thing ever since.
I mean, yeah, kinda.
It's the Germans. I mean, you just know everything is going to be of very high quality.
Yeah, so I was going to say, The Simpsons has a total of 805 episodes and 37 seasons.
37? Oh my god.
Yeah. Wow. Which is pales in comparison to Motu Patlu's 1,220 episodes.
Motu Patlu! Oh, I
remember
know
Motu Patlu?
I do.
I have no idea how they've made so many.
Bro, Motu Patlu is like goated Indian TV. I fuck with that shit heavy.
Yeah, I'm just like, there's over 1,000 episodes of that. Oh my god.
I don't even know what that is, and I'm Indian.
Yeah, bro. A friend of mine who used to live in India told me about it so long ago, and I gave it like the slightest watch, and I was like, "This is horrendous," but it's really funny.
It made me think of.
It's really
did
funny,
you ever
so
see the 3D animated Garfield show?
Oh, I remember the 3D animated Garfield show. Yeah, it does.
God, that was a trip. Anyway, back to good TV. Back to the first few seasons of The Simpsons.
Good TV, yes.
Did you know? Yeah. Did you know that the intro for The Simpsons was written by Danny Elfman?
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
Lead singer of Oingo Boingo.
Oh,
Oingo Boingo.
That's the actual name of the band. I'm not making that up. It's Oingo Boingo.
Yeah, it is Oingo Boingo.
That sounds like what parents use as a euphemism for sex. We're going to do the old
sounds
Oingo
like
Boingo.
Actually, sounds like I'm not going to say on this podcast.
You know what? I'm not even going to inquire what that is, but yeah, okay. Yeah. But I assume, yeah, they look very 70s rock band, so fair enough.
Mm-hmm. I mean, also the place, I think the best place to start with The Simpsons, honestly, is the intro, which is just iconic in its own right.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's one of the most famous intros in all of TV.
Definitely.
To the point where they realize that parodying their own intro is like actually quite cool. Like I think I love it when they always, for like special episodes, when they do like a parody of their own intro based on something that's quite popular at the time. It's quite cool. I think it's fun.
I like when they get guest artists on. They've had quite a few guest artists.
Yeah.
Things have gotten really, really weird. I remember they got Guillermo del Toro for one of the Treehouse of Horrors. That was fun.
Oh yeah.
The couch gag as well. Again, even within this iconic intro, the couch gag is iconic in its own right. I mean, whoever came up with that was like, hey, what if when they're going to the couch, we do something funny?
Yeah.
And the one thing I've actually noticed, because I did go and watch some modern Simpsons in preparation for this, they skip the intro now.
They do?
Yeah, it just goes, The Simpsons, and then just goes straight into the episode.
Maybe
I
they
think maybe
just...
one out of every 10 episodes, they'll do the full intro.
Maybe they just save it
I
for
know
like the special ones now.
I know sometimes like they don't do the full intro. They'll cut parts of the intro. Like for example, they'll go straight to the couch gag, or sometimes they'll skip the intro where Homer's at work. But I didn't
I mean,
realize they just skipped the
I
whole
get
thing.
that when you're on broadcast TV because you have a dedicated time slot. You got that 24-minute time slot, 3 minutes either side for ads. But we're in the age of streaming now, so surely they could just play the full intro whenever they wanted.
To be fair, I remember, I mean, I think you just said it, where a lot of the time, especially when it would play on daytime TV, they wouldn't always play the full intro. Sometimes they'd just start at them like getting back, or like they'd start like, when like Bart's leaving school and everything. I think it just depends on like the era, and maybe they just try and like change it up every now and then. Now and then, now and again. Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. It's weird that in the age of streaming that it changes. But even then, the thing, it still comes on daytime TV now. Like I don't really watch the newer stuff, but I do see it on TV, and they're still showing the news. They're showing all the new stuff.
Yeah, it still streams constantly. But then again,
I mean, I think
I picture the only reason The Simpsons is probably still around is just because Disney owns it, and it goes on Disney
I mean,
Plus.
because I think the reason why it's still going on is gonna be, well, the merchandising.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing more iconic than like Homer Simpson. Like, it's kind of hard to change something like that.
Yeah, I mean, even if people aren't watching the modern version of the show, I'm sure they probably still make bank off of reruns and merchandising and DVD sales.
Yeah,
If people still buy those.
To be fair,
I
people
still
still
see a.
do. People still do buy the DVDs. I've seen that.
Mm.
And to be fair, especially in this modern age where physical media is having a massive resurgence, like you're seeing a lot of people just buying DVDs again.
Yeah.
Hmm. And I think that's part of the reason why The Simpsons was never really cancelled, is because it always had strong DVD sales.
Definitely, I think, because I mean, I think one of the biggest things about I think it's why The Simpsons were so popular when it came to physical releases, is because the actual releases always came in quite cool looking like collector's cases.
But yeah, they always had like funny faces on them,
Yeah.
or a disc that looked like a donut or something
Also,
funny like
they
that.
always looked quite nice in a shelf. Like I think I
Mm.
think the modern physical runs of The Simpsons, they come in a really nice like collector's set. So if you have them all
Yeah.
in a shelf,
Oh
it
yeah.
looks pretty nice. And I've seen people buy it honestly just for that.
Mm. I mean, I can't imagine owning all. I'm sure there's a guy out there who owns all 37 seasons physically.
Probably more than just a guy. I imagine there's quite a few people. Any
Mm.
physical DVD collector probably has the entire Simpsons run in their catalog.
Mm.
Also, don't forget there's also a DVD of the Simpsons movie, possibly even physical issues of the Simpsons comics.
I used to
And
read the Simpsons comics all the time.
There was a really good one I read like a really long time ago, but I forgot what it was. I think it was a crossover comic. I just don't remember what.
I mean, I remember years and years and years ago, I made a inappropriate joke in front of my mother. Maybe I was about 8 years old, 9 years old.
Oh yeah.
And she asked where I learned that word, and I said The Simpsons. So I was banned from watching Simpsons for like 2 years, but she still let me read the comics. So I would just read all the Simpsons comics.
Ah.
I remember there
that's
was one with Bartman. That was a thing they did for a while with Bartman, and it was a whole bunch of Bartman stories, and like it was treated like a legit superhero comic. That was the thing, just in the Simpsons universe, I guess, and it was just
Yeah.
Oh god, they did some weird things.
They have.
yeah. You know what I find weird now about The Simpsons? That I remember before when I was watching it as a kid, you could just flick over and watch The Simpsons. So for non-UK listeners, The Simpsons would appear on Sky One, Channel 106 on Sky TV,
Yeah.
and you could just watch it. But now I think I'm not sure when this started. I think I only noticed it in the past maybe 3 or 4 years. They now require a parental pin to watch The Simpsons during the day, which
Are you sure
is
your parents didn't set that up?
sorry.
Are you sure your parents didn't set that up? Are you banned from watching The Simpsons as well?
Oh please, I'm the one who set the TV pin in the first place. But
I'm taking
it's
the piss.
I know. But
Yeah.
what I mean, it's weird that now The Simpsons has this like automatic parental lock, and it's like I never found The Simpsons to be particularly adult compared to
I would
maybe
say modern
Family.
Simpsons, from what I've watched, is much less offensive.
Yeah. Then again,
Mm.
I think The Simpsons is probably like out of all the funny little comedy animated TV shows, it's probably like
The
second.
least harmful.
Probably like second or like third in
Well,
line
what I was gonna
when it comes to that
say
kind of thing.
is that The Simpsons they never really they didn't punch down, but they were very much punching up, and I think this is why. Well, yes, I mean I think we're gonna probably get onto it at some point. I think the fundamental problem with modern Simpsons is that it has changed in some ways and it refuses to change in others.
Yeah.
And one thing that
Yeah.
all the Simpsons was really, really good at was it was this almost sort of not quite. It was sort of like this sort of lower middle class, not quite fantasy, but this whole. It was from that perspective, and so there was a lot of punching up. There was lots of jokes about Hollywood and mass media and politics and
Yeah.
lots of stuff that probably went over kids' heads, but adults would find funny and made the show richer for it.
Yeah.
I
And
mean,
also quite a lot of them were honestly pretty tasteful for the most part.
yeah, no, there's a lot of pretty, highbrow cultural references
Yeah.
in some of this stuff.
Which is honestly probably why it's honestly maintained more of its cultural relevance
I'm saying,
compared to
but
like
that's why it's declined because now the people writing The Simpsons grew up watching The Simpsons.
Yeah.
They didn't grow up watching,
whatever was before it.
HMS Pinafore and Amos and Andy and Lawrence of Arabia. What else have they referenced?
Fucking everything at this point, man.
To be fair, it's gotten to everyone knows the gag, The Simpsons predicting the future, because they've literally done so many different things. Like each episode has like 2 or 3 plot lines that they've covered anything and everything that is possible. That people go back and try to find the moment if The Simpsons has predicted this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Also,
exactly.
again, part of why it stayed so timeless is A plot, B plot meet the end. That they got that down to a science in those first 10 seasons.
Oh yeah.
Like,
I mean, it's kind of impressive just honestly how well they made the format work. And it's also very
Yeah.
clear where a lot of their where a lot of other shows took inspiration from them on that fact. Because you can especially see it in like, haha, I know, funny reference bringing up Family Guy, but like Family Guy does that a lot.
it's just like the time we brought up Family Guy.
No, it's if someone brings up The Simpsons, it's like the joke of how someone has to bring up Family Guy. But like Family Guy and like Futurama,
Or American Dad.
yeah, or American Dad, like Family Guy and Futurama do a very similar thing, and both. I think Futurama does it really well, but Family Guy is hit or miss.
Yeah, I think of like I would say the big 4 being American Dad, Family Guy, Simpsons, and Futurama. The Simpsons and Futurama have it down to a T.
Yeah, I definitely think so.
I don't really watch modern Simpsons anymore, but I still watch the new seasons of Futurama when they come out, and the revival in the past couple of years has still been very good.
I also think that
It's
is one of the
still
big
got that.
comparisons as well, because Futurama has managed to kind of maintain, I guess, its own identity well
No.
enough. Like
I wouldn't call it cultural relevance.
Yeah,
I would call
Yeah.
it maybe.
I don't
I'm trying to
think
think of the best way to describe
it's not
this.
culturally
It's
relevant, but it knows the kind of people it's catering itself to, so it makes it
Yeah.
for the people it knows it likes. Whereas Simpsons, I think, nowadays does still try to be very open and broad and kind of for everyone, and it doesn't really work in that sense.
Yeah, I mean, I was going to
It-
say, because, sorry, finish what you're saying, then I'll say what I was going to say.
what I was thinking is that Futurama, it knows how to play to the modern time. I think in the first season of the revival in the past couple of years, they had Fry doing an episode. There was an episode where Fry goes through binging, binging streaming services. There's one where about COVID. They do one about. Oh, I can't even remember. It was a while ago since I watched it, but they know how to play into the modern times and what is happening like right now,
Yeah.
and they just tell it in like the usual Futurama way. While the Simpsons, again, I haven't really seen anything like past like season like 25, but it definitely feels different.
I mean, like I said, I've watched some modern Simpsons, and like I said, I think I watched season 37 in preparation for this. There are points of it that genuinely feel like it was written by ChatGPT. It is like the most baseline, bland, crowd pleasing stuff imaginable. I genuinely cannot pick out a single joke from that whole season that I thought was funny. Like, there's a whole episode about vintage fashion, and like Lisa organizes heists of all the neighborhood mothers' wardrobes so she could sell vintage fashion. There's another
Yeah.
episode focusing on Professor Frink. There's an episode that's just a straight up like Severance parody, but they don't even try to like integrate it. Well, it is just Severance. They just straight up have characters from Severance in The Simpsons.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of what I assume as much as such when it comes to like the newer seasons. To be fair, it probably is. I mean, they probably do use a lot of like AI for like script planning and stuff now. I mean, like in all honesty,
I wouldn't
like,
be shocked. I would not be
I
shocked.
think of the 37 seasons, what like 35 episodes a season, I do genuinely think you run out of ideas.
Well, it's they're on 10 episode seasons now, like the
Now,
rest of TV for some reason.
oh, that's weird.
Oh, so they're doing it like how everyone else does it. I think up until maybe season 27, 28, there will be like 26 episode seasons.
Yeah, because
And
I
then
mean, like,
after that, they drop down to like 10 or 13.
that's kind of crazy. Because I mean, like, especially with like the physical editions, like when you open them up and there's like 6 discs, it's kind of like, oh, it's like 1 disc now because it's like 10 episodes. It's kind of crazy. That's kind of wild. I didn't know they dropped down to so little now. But then again, I guess it's how you pump out new seasons quickly, I guess, is to just cut down the episode count.
Oh, no. It's not 10. It's anywhere between about 15 to 18.
Oh.
Yeah, even like
then again, maybe
like
the
season,
newest season's not finished. Who knows? I don't know.
but yeah, it's nowhere near 10.
Hmm.
But I also think that you mentioned like just having characters from Severance. It's like I think one of the appeals of The Simpsons was that in the early years, like
I think if you did a
when it gets like
celebrity
the
reference
team,
in the
like,
show, it'd be kind of brief and it would kind of be like it'd be
You know, the
brief.
thing,
No.
they would always make like original characters for these celebrities to voice.
Yeah.
Like they had
Yeah.
a Rodney Dangerfield. I can't fucking pronounce his name. As Mr. Burns' brother, Georgie Burns.
Hmm.
I think that was his name. Danny DeVito as Herb Powell, who was Homer's brother. They were very into the whole secret brother thing for a while.
Yeah.
Very famously, you had Stark Raving Dad with the guy in the insane asylum who was voiced by Michael Jackson.
Oh yeah.
Although he's never credited as Michael Jackson.
Yeah, because they couldn't credit him as Michael Jackson. That's the whole point.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the thing, that episode is not actually on Disney Plus.
Because of all the legal stuff.
Yep.
Correct.
Like they have the Simpsons movie where Disney goes, where Bart goes, oh, I'm the face of a evil corporation while pretending to be Mickey Mouse, but they won't have the one with Michael Jackson in it.
Yeah. That is kind of
Just
funny.
Google it if The Simpsons uses AI. Their creative team says they don't. They actively avoid using any kind of generative AI.
Well, I mean that's worse in a way because it still feels like it's written by AI.
I mean, the thing is,
I
think it's
that
what I
could
said
just
though. I
be-
think it's what I said though. I think they've genuinely just ran out of ideas. Like you
I
you
don't.
get. I think by season 30 they probably just ran out of things to do, and then realized that one, the writing team's probably changed so much over the last like what 10 years. It's probably to the point now where it's just a bunch of people who are reinterpreting already existing stuff in The Simpsons, and then just going,
Mm.
oh, what's culturally relevant now, and just making it a bit in the show instead of just trying to address the fact that
Yeah.
what it was supposed to do.
Well, that's the thing. It's that it used to be The Simpsons was at the forefront of culture, creating culture, and now it just references it.
Yeah,
Mm. And also, I think, especially when you go to like the 90s and early 2000s, where the Simpsons family was just a mirror to the American like lower to like middle class, where
Mhm.
you just had the man at work, the mum at home, they have their two kids and a
yeah, they
baby,
were the nuclear family
and
in a sense.
they were they were the nuclear family. And now that isn't even like middle class. That's almost considered like upper class now
It's
because
actually insane how much like society has degraded to the point that The Simpsons are now the ideal rather than
yeah,
the average.
like
Yeah,
you look at Homer Simpson, you look at the Simpsons family, they
Mm.
have what, a 3-bedroom house
Mm-hmm.
with I think maybe 2 conservatories, a dining room,
3 kids and a
um,
dog.
It's a
three,
palace.
Yeah, it's
three, 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 yeah, 3 kids and a dog.
bro,
And
it's a
the only
fortress, bro.
person who
They live in a fucking
the only
fortress.
person that what mind you, also a walkable basement, a
Mm.
basement with that you literally walk downstairs into.
God, yeah,
The, and this is all from one person's salary.
yeah,
Mm.
it's wild.
I mean, if he does
Like
work at a nuclear power plant,
It does pay well.
with
Well,
absolutely no qualifications.
I mean, the one thing I will say, the net negative that I think The Simpsons has brought into the world is a widespread fear of nuclear power.
but the
Because
thing is
I mean,
No,
that fears
I
existed long before The Simpsons, though.
yeah,
no,
that was
I'm saying
long
it
before The
didn't
Simpsons.
help. I'm saying it didn't
No,
help.
I don't think it helped. But also, to be fair, Homer's not even that horrible of a safety inspector.
Mm.
To be fair, like the actual biggest problem with God, this goes soft. It's so like whatever, but like it is just like Mr. Burns is like just big evil corporation man who runs big evil power plant. That's probably what makes people less perverse to the idea.
We're gonna get on to our favorite characters in a bit, but I do genuinely, I love Mr. Burns. He is probably one of the funniest characters in the whole show.
He definitely
Yeah.
takes the cake as one of the,
Oh,
if not the funniest.
absolutely. Yeah, he's easily like top 5 characters.
Yeah, 100%.
Um, yeah.
I think we've had enough negativity because it's meant to be a positive episode. Yes, The Simpsons isn't what it used to be, but that first 10 to 11 seasons, even arguably first 15 seasons, are truly some of the best animated TV ever made. And so many incredible writers got their start there. Conan O'Brien started writing on The Simpsons, which
I
is
forgot about that. Yeah,
absolutely insane to think about. When you think about a comedy legend like that.
yeah, starting writing Simpsons episodes. It's kind of crazy to think about.
Mm-hmm.
I would say like up to like season 15 is when the overall season was good. You get to like season like 23, 24, you have like the odd good episode. When you after that, it's like you're looking for a diamond in the rough.
Yeah.
It's yeah, as you say, it's not what it used to be, but you can still go. But it's not like, oh, it's dead media that you can't find anywhere. All of The Simpsons is watchable. You can go back and watch any episode of The Simpsons that you want to, and you can still have a laugh with it. Like there are a lot of episodes that are very relatable. There are characters that I think everyone would find relatable,
Oh yeah.
and you can still have a really good time with the series.
Yeah.
Mhm. Do you guys want to discuss your favorite episodes?
Yeah, I think that's probably the best place to start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we going to be doing multiple, or are we going to do one each?
I think we
We can
should
do
probably. I think we can approach it
there's
doing
no
multiple.
I think let's
Just
do it one at a time. We each take a go,
yeah,
and then we
there's no
discuss and
way
then we move.
yeah,
there's no way we can say, oh, an absolute favorite. I think we're all going to have maybe like 5 or 10 really good episodes.
Yeah.
I mean, it's probably going to be less than that.
I probably have
Just
like
because I
2 or
can't
3.
think of that many specific episodes.
Yeah, I think I have like 2
I
or
mean-
3, and at least the one of them I probably can't remember the name of properly.
Yeah.
I mean, I can just list a bunch for you.
All right.
Yeah.
Who wants to go first? Who wants to go first?
I think I'll go first, and I'll give the most generic pick ever. But I'll
Mhm.
just bolt these two together. It has to be Who Shot Mr. Burns. I think it's the easiest fucking pick in the world ever. But I just think they're
Yeah.
fun. I just think that it's a fun 2 little silly episodes of just messing around, and yeah, I think they're fun.
What's interesting about Who Shot Mr. Burns was, I think it was the closer and the opener to seasons. I don't remember which seasons.
Neither can I. Double check.
I'll double check.
People were genuinely taking bets on Who Shot Mr. Burns.
Yeah.
It was
It was a
the
serious
ending
topic
of
of
season
discussion.
6.
Yeah.
It was the ending of season 6 and the beginning of season 7.
And it's a
Dude,
very, very
people-
outlandish plot where he wants to blot out the sun, which is just
Yeah.
ridiculous.
And people took the episode very seriously.
Hmm.
To the
Yeah.
point where, I mean, they even still took it seriously up until a few years ago. Craziest story, by the way. We actually spent like 2 days studying this episode in an English class. I'm not lying to you. That actually happened.
Wow.
Again, it's a very well written episode, and it has probably one of my favorite Mr. Burns moments, even though it's technically not him.
Yeah.
Is when Smithers has a fantasy about him and Mr. Burns being undercover detectives on the Hot Rod circuit, and it's in the
Yeah.
60s.
But I think that probably both of them are one of.
But like I said, I just get the image of "Let's burn rubber, baby" stuck in my head.
Yeah.
And it also contains that sequence contains one of my favorite running jokes on The Simpsons, which is when they will have a double-barreled shotgun that will fire 3 times.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Every time they do guns, like you remember Moe's like a
You say some
anomaly shot.
gangster is dissing your fly girl. You just give him one of
He
these.
starts breaking it down and just like opens fire like 6 times with a double barrel. Oh, so do you remember
Mhm.
Moe's like contraption where it's like a double barrel shotgun and there's like 4 other guns strapped to the side of
the
it?
multi-gun.
Yeah,
They
it's like,
put that in Fortnite, funnily enough.
yeah, I remember that, bro. It's the double barrel shotgun with 4 pistols strapped to it. I'm like, Jesus. But yeah, I
I think that's also emblematic of how much cultural relevance The Simpsons still has. That they had a whole Fortnite mini season
yeah,
just based on The Simpsons.
it's pretty
Oh,
impressive.
to be fair, I think me and Octi, we played the Fortnite mini season of The Simpsons, and I had a blast with that.
It was fun because you're like, oh my god, look, it's Moe with a gun. It's
Yeah.
Homer Simpson with a gun doing the gritty with Master Chief. Isn't it hilarious? That's the whole appeal of
Yeah, it
Fortnite.
is. Dude,
Which
I was so tapped out of Fortnite at the time. At that point, I didn't even bother.
Tapped Out was also the name of the Simpsons game. It was
I loved that
it was
game
City
when I was
Builder.
younger. I loved that game. That game
I
was sick.
wasted a not insignificant amount of real world money on that game.
Oh, same. I loved Tapped Out, and it's such a shame that it's now delisted and it's been discontinued and not playable anymore.
Damn you, Electronic Arts.
You can, legally speaking, no, you can't. You could emulate the game on an Android emulator. No, you can't. Anyway.
It wouldn't connect to any servers anyway.
No, but you don't need the servers.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
I'm
sorry.
gonna go-
Anyway,
I'm
legally
gonna-
speaking, that doesn't exist. Right, go on. Keep going.
Okay, I'm gonna go next. One of my favorite episodes has got to be Homer's Enemy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's. I
Gramps.
mean, that always comes up a lot in discussions of
Yeah.
best Simpsons episode. I was thinking about that episode today when I was thinking, it's really dark when you think about it. He drives a man to suicide.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, but the thing is, it's like some of it isn't even Homer's fault. Like, he just, for example, he invites this man over to his house to have dinner.
Mhm.
And this, obviously, a level of it is jealousy, but it's also like Homer doesn't deserve it. But then Homer hasn't done anything wrong by inviting him over.
Mm.
But there's this guy who just been through such struggle. He just hates the idea of a man like Homer who hasn't really done anything to deserve it in his eyes, still having everything.
I mean, I could fully understand that feeling. When I see people, going on nice holidays or whatever all over Instagram, I get that feeling. But they've not done anything wrong. I've not done anything wrong. That's just life. There are the haves and the have-nots.
Yeah, I mean, it's literally just being in the right place at the right time. Sometimes
Mm.
it's you can try the hardest, but sometimes it just doesn't work out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I'm gonna go. It's interesting how a lot of our favorite episodes so far are like power plant and Homer centered. I'm gonna say one of my personal favorite episodes is gonna be Last Exit to Springfield.
Oh yes.
yeah, I was gonna say that's also a very Homer-centric one.
Yeah, like I said, a lot of the best episodes are very Homer centric, but there's such I'd say it's such a brilliant episode for quite a few reasons. Um, I think the best place to start would be just the overall premise of Homer Simpson becoming head of the union. And we talk about a man who is always failing upwards, and the only reason he does it is because he doesn't want to pay for Lisa's braces.
Oh yeah.
But I think the
But
thing
also,
I
I
really
think that is a very unique. That is a very uniquely American thing because you could only tell that story in America. You couldn't tell that story, for example, in England.
Yeah. And also, it's probably one of the best Burns episodes as well because, again, it starts with him ranting about, oh, they want a green cookie, they want perks and all this. It didn't used to be like this. And then he flashes back to, like, the Victorian era with his dad running an atom smashing factory and they're literally just smashing atoms. And it's just, again, I'm going to say this a lot. It's one of my favorite running jokes about Mr. Burns in general. Is just the whole thing of no one knows how old he is.
Yeah. Because it's very vague, isn't it?
Well, that's the thing. They play it like throughout various different times. He's been around since the 1800s. Was born in Austria-Hungary. Born in Pangaea. Has a social security number of 2. I mean, again, this is probably why he's one of my favorite characters. And he's trying to butter Homer up the whole episode, but Homer's interpretation is, "Oh my god, he wants to sleep with me." uh,
Another really good one, and I like it purely for the crossover. The Springfield Files. It's when they cross over with the X Files.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah. I mean, to be fair, I was talking about how I didn't like that Severance episode. I mean, they kind of did it with the X Files.
Yeah.
It literally is just the X Files, but it's really funny that it literally just ties into Homer and Mr. Burns.
Honestly, yeah. But
Is this the one where he's that angel and he's going, "I give you love"?
Yeah.
Yes. He's not an angel, but he has this like weirdly green glow because he goes through some like.
Yeah, no, I remember now.
Yeah.
And of course, with the immortal line of "It brings us love, break its legs." I think part of the reason why The Simpsons has stuck around for so long is because of this ensemble cast.
Oh yeah.
It's a good point. One of my favorite bits, not necessarily one of my favorite episodes, but one of my favorite bits is in the episode. I'm just looking it up now. Is season 5, episode 19, Seymour Skinner's "Badass Song." And it's one of the episodes where Skinner gets fired. There's a surprising amount of those.
Yep.
And there's a scene where he's in the Quickie Mart with Bart, and he's like, "I can finally write my dream American novel. It's about a futuristic amusement park where dinosaurs are cloned. I call it Billy and the Clonosaurus." And then Apu, who he was not actually just for the first time in years being acknowledged by the Simpsons social media, goes on this rant about how he's just ripping off Jurassic Park. And they had to cut up the rant for time, but the way it's framed is like he's been yelling at him for hours about Jurassic Park.
The thing it's sidetrack. It's I know there's been a lot of controversy around Apu, especially in the past like several seasons where he's actually just been straight up removed as a character.
Mm-hmm.
But I've always liked even when I was a kid, I loved Apu. Like I know it was a
think,
stereotype.
yeah.
I know it was a stereotype, but I've it's somewhat kind of true because I've known a lot of Indians that are like that, and
Okay, then it's not a. I mean, again, you talk about positive discrimination, but he's a nice guy. He runs a successful business. He has a wife and a loving family. What more do you want? Also, I think the Simpsons had so many different writers over the
Yeah.
years and so many different approaches to Apu. I think it's unfair to generalize this character. What's I was gonna say? The one thing I'd say, the one area where Family Guy has got a leg up on The Simpsons is how they handled a similar controversy with Cleveland.
Yeah, Cleveland Brown. Yeah, he was voiced by a white guy for a really long time,
Yeah,
wasn't
voiced by a white guy for up until 2021. He's voiced by Mike Henry, who was who voices a lot of characters on the show. Actually, voices Consuela, which is interesting. But yeah, and now there was a guy who used to do like Cleveland impressions on social media. Have you seen the video where it's like he's quick scoping? It's like she's in love with who I
Yeah,
am.
yeah. I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, it was by a guy called Arif Sahir, and he is now the voice actor, the official voice actor for Cleveland in 73 episodes for 5 years.
It's really, honestly, that casting is fucking, that was perfect, honestly. But
I mean, so I think so much of this could have just been avoided. They go, okay, fine, let's find an up and coming Indian comedian and give him this big break on The Simpsons. But they just decided to write him off the show, which I think was a real shame.
and also don't forget Cleveland even got his own show. It's not like with The
Voiced
Simpsons
by a
where
white guy.
yeah, I was saying it's not like Apu also got his own show as well.
Would
Like,
you watch
he was
the
always
Apu show?
no,
No.
I can't imagine what it would even be like.
I just
Mind you, I
don't,
didn't even watch the Cleveland show.
I don't think to be fair, the Cleveland Brown show had was okay. I didn't hear it was like crazy, but
It's just the Cleveland show. It's cleaner.
Yeah. Back to like
yeah.
our favorite episodes. We'll get onto like specific characters later. Another one I want to mention is what is it? It's the one where Bart is working at a burlesque house.
Yes, I remember this one. Oh God, I'm trying to remember what it's called now.
I can't remember what it's called. It'll come to me later. But it's just like you have all of these characters who have absolutely no issue with this thing existing. You have Marge, who always has to be the upstanding citizen and trying to destroy it.
Bart After Dark, that's the episode.
That's it. Yeah. I mean, it's another thing of where Marge is the upstanding citizen of like Marge versus the monorail. Another like amazing episode where it's Marge just being her usual self of trying to be the upstanding citizen and trying to seem better than others.
Yeah, I mean, there are some really great Marge-centric episodes as well. I think Marge versus the monorail is an all-time classic.
Yeah.
Really just because of the monorail song. I think at least once a month that gets stuck in my head. And that episode was written by Conan O'Brien as well.
Another Marge-centric one, again, I can't remember what it's called. It's where she is she's on the American curling team or something, and we find out she and Homer are on the curling team, and she's one of the sweepers on the ice, and she actually dislocates her right arm, and we find out that Marge is actually left-handed.
I mean, she kind of seems like she'd be left-handed. Boy Meets Carl, that's actually a pretty recent-ish episode, season 21.
Yeah. So it's one of those where it's like a
diamond in the rough.
Diamond in the rough.
Yeah.
I was gonna
another good one I like.
You go. I was gonna say, you only move twice. You know when they moved to Cyprus?
Cyprus.
With Hank Scorpio.
Yes.
Yeah.
What do you mean to Cyprus? What? They're in Cyprus?
They moved to Cyprus, Greece. I'm not fucking with you.
They do not move to Greece. They do not move to Greece.
No, it's Cyprus. It's
Oh.
Cypress Creek.
Cypress Creek, my bad, but it looks like it.
Yeah, I was gonna say if there was an episode where they moved to Greece, it would be about them moving to Greece.
Oh, my bad, but it's been a while since I've seen it. Okay, but it says Cyprus, so I was like, oh. Bro, this episode came out in 1997.
You know,
You gotta give me a little bit of leeway. That's my bad, but still very funny. I have to admit.
I feel like we all should have done more research for this episode.
To be fair, it's been so long since I've seen this episode. When I read the word Cyprus, they moved to Cyprus. I was like, oh, they moved to Cyprus. Yeah, I remember that happening. No, they do not do that.
Just gaslight yourself.
With all the ones I know,
peak gaslighting.
like, with all the ones I know the episode. I just can't remember the name of the episode.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's why we just Google, friend.
Yes. Yeah, that's a great episode. You have Hank Scorpio, which again is probably one of my favorite guest characters in the show.
Who
and he plays
him? Who voices him?
Hank Scorpio. It is Albert Brooks.
Oh yeah.
Another favorite of mine is it's the one where Lisa finds an angel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because the ending of it is just really funny to me, where everyone thinks it's just the end of times, and it was literally just used as a gag for this like giant mega mall that was opening. And the thing is, I feel like that's just like typical absurd marketing that would exist now. And
I mean, that's what I was saying earlier, where the Simpsons, didn't pull its punches. It would take the piss out of stuff like these marketing stunts.
Yeah. But the thing is now, I feel like if they did an episode like that now, where Lisa finds an angel, you would have certain groups that would call it anti-Christian. Or
I'm not in the frame of mind for this conversation.
Yeah, I don't want to go any further than that, but I'm just saying that there are a bunch of Simpsons episodes. If they got made now, they would be so controversial.
Yeah, 100%. There's an episode about lesbian wedding, whatever. I'm trying to remember. Oh,
yes,
Zelma being a lesbian.
Yes, and you have a man pretending to be a woman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I mean that's a whole other can of worms.
To be fair, didn't all the episodes of Treehouse of Horror when they first came out get quite a bit of that from like people who thought they were like spreading like satanic messages and shit or whatever it was?
Everything's satanic.
Yeah,
everything's woke. Everything. Just shut the. I'm not going to finish that sentence, but just shut up. Just shut up.
End it all.
I mean, people thought the same thing about Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah,
they thought it was like
stuff,
satanic worship. They said the same thing about Harry Potter, that it was, encouraging witchcraft.
Whilst we're still on the subject of favorite episodes, what I do really want to bring up is the Itchy and Scratchy and Poochie show.
Oh
yeah, love that one.
Because it was made in response, because I think it was season 8. I think ratings were declining slightly. So one of the Fox executives suggested, oh, maybe add a new character. Maybe they have another baby or something. And the writing team got so annoyed at that, they made a whole episode taking the piss out of that concept. Imagine just like the look on your face, like, okay, so hey, that suggestion you had about adding a new character? Yeah, well, we think that's so ridiculous that we made an entire episode of jokes taking the piss out of that. I think is just so good, and that they do add a random background character in as well at one point in the episode just to take the piss out of it even further. And of course, it gives us the legendary Poochie died on the way back to his home planet meme as well. I still use that a lot, actually.
Yeah, as you said, it's very like meta. It's very meta and self-aware that it kind of just mocks itself, its own production and its own kind of characters. It again, for the early Simpsons, it just works. For the later ones, it doesn't feel like they're really trying.
I mean, that's the thing. It's just because
which is unfortunate.
It's making fun of institutions, but now the Simpsons is an institution.
Yeah,
it is a core part of Americana.
Yeah.
This isn't like a specific episode, but I just want to say I just love all of the Treehouse of Horrors.
Yeah,
Like,
Treehouse of
They
Horrors is always
always
great.
bring their A game with the Treehouse of Horrors.
Yeah, but I
Yeah,
feel like
it's honestly-
they know they have to, so they kind of just always have to get something good out for it.
There was a Death Note one quite recently that was quite good.
Oh, I didn't even know we did that. Of course, they're referencing Death Note.
I mean, it's a bit late. I mean, best time to do would have been like 2010.
Yeah,
But better late than never.
yeah.
yeah,
I
yeah.
think I have like two.
Do you
more,
think
I have,
like
two
the
more
writers of The Simpsons just now found out what anime was?
they've probably known for a while. I just
know
imagine they didn't think it was very culturally relevant, so they didn't bother having it be like a reference at all or anything
or
like that.
random Chinese cartoons.
Yeah.
What's a Goku?
What's a Goku, and why does everybody think he's more powerful than this guy?
Yeah, no. They should do an episode where comic book guy
Yeah.
meets manga guy, and they fight to the death.
Who is this Ken Kaneki guy, and why does he eat people or something like that? Like,
Marge, I'm gonna find the One Piece marriage.
I was
You
gonna say,
remain Nakama Barney. Databayo. Watashi wa Homo Simpson desu. Donut to prison power.
Don't forget that there was an episode where the Simpsons do go to Tokyo, and obviously you have the whole kind of Homer is Mr. Sparkle thing, and they even go on like a Japanese game show as well.
I mean, if we're talking about Japan episodes, I'm sorry, but King of the Hill absolutely mogs The Simpsons with Japan episode.
That's fair.
I still need to watch the rest of King of the Hill. I'm only on like season 4.
It is so good. Genuinely, it is so good.
Yeah, I think I'll give my last two like I think good ones. Yeah, last
Okay,
two good
go ahead.
ones. Homer and Smithers was funny. I remember that one being good.
Homer and Smithers.
Yeah, the one where what's his name?
That's what the episode's called. It's Homer the Smithers.
Yeah, Homer the Smithers. Bro, can you understand how long it's been since I've seen this? Also, me progressively realizing I might be dyslexic. It's fine. Yeah, but it's when Mr. Burns makes Homer his assistant, and he's so terrible. He's it's great. It's just you get to see funny stuff between them. Also, funny little honorable mention. Do you guys remember the Family Guy crossover?
Oh my god. The thing is, the only thing I remember from that crossover is Homer and Peter's increasingly elaborate anime fight.
Yeah. Because I think it's technically not like it's technically more it's less of a Simpsons episode and more of a Family Guy episode.
Yeah, it is a Family Guy episode where the Simpsons show up. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, but it's just very silly, and they do a bunch of silly stuff all the time. It's great.
I feel it's one of those things where it was like they should have done that way earlier, but whatever.
Yeah, especially.
Do you guys remember the Futurama crossover?
Yes, I do.
The Futurama crossover was fun.
Yeah, it was alright. I enjoyed it.
I'm still waiting for the true crossover, which is going to be The Simpsons and the Cabinet of Dr. Caligari.
I'm not even going to pretend what that is.
I just like the most like deep cut reference I could possibly think of. It's like a film from horror film from like the 1920s.
That was I gave the greatest of like that sounds I know what that is. Yep. That sounds great.
The Simpsons King of the Hill crossover, and I want
it now.
Hank Hill. I want Hank Hill to beat Homer Simpson to death with his bare hands.
Oh my god.
Like specifically modern Homer, not classic Homer, modern Homer.
Fair.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah.
All right. Next bit. Favorite Simpsons characters.
Ooh.
I mean, I've already mentioned Mr. Burns.
Yeah.
He's such an enigma of a character from the running joke of how no one knows how old he is. He's almost like this mythical figure. He's simultaneously like this evil hard ass and like this almost kind of whimsical, fruity character.
He kind of reminds me of Pops from Regular Show.
Well, yeah, but
I see.
I mean, I'm sure there's a point of commonality there. But like
I
that
think it's
he's this
mostly
kind
just
of
the age
old
thing.
timey whimsical fellow, but he's also just pure evil.
Oh yeah, I mean, Mr.
And also, I
Burns
think it
actually does the
shows
most like.
how our view of rich people has changed over the years because he's just like comically evil. He doesn't pretend that he's a good guy or that he's saving the world.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, oh god, reminds me of the episode where Elon Musk shows up. Oh,
To be fair, Rick and Morty.
You're in my mind right now because I was just about to Google if Elon Musk appeared in a Simpsons episode.
Yeah.
he did it. It's awful.
I mean, to be fair,
It's
doesn't
so
Elon
bad.
Musk in quotation marks show up in like Rick and Morty? But he's like
It's
Elon.
Elon Tusk.
Elon
That's the
Tusk.
joke.
Yeah.
Elon
It's
Tusk,
him from
yeah.
an alternate universe where he has tusks.
Yeah.
And I'm sure he came up with that joke.
Yeah. It's an equally. I would say it's an equally as shit cameo in all honesty because I can't like Elon.
I
Tusk
mean,
is
it makes
actually-
more sense for him to show up in Rick and Morty. I got
Yeah.
nothing. Rick and Morty, they did a Simpsons couch gag as well. I completely
Yeah,
forgot.
they did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably one of my favorite couch gags, actually.
These are the Simpsons, Morty. You killed the Simpsons. What are we
Morty.
gonna do, Morty?
Morty, I can't believe it, Morty. You killed the Simpsons, Morty. That's Homer right there, man. That's fucking stupid. But yeah.
All right. I'm gonna. Okay. How much do you think Mr. Burns' net worth is?
Oh, it has to be.
I think the only time they've given a concrete number, it was actually below $1 billion, but that was like right at the end of an episode where he lost everything.
Yeah, he's probably he's like hard billionaire, like 100%.
I mean, the thing is, he owns a power plant in one city,
Yeah,
Springfield, Illinois. If we're assuming it's Springfield, Illinois.
Yeah, but also at the same time, like his office is like the size of like 5 people's homes, and that's just his office.
I mean, also he probably has stocks and shares and stuff. I would say conservatively, he's probably got at least 10 billion in the bank.
Yeah, 100%. Like he is
Let's
just
put him anywhere between about 1 and 17 billion.
Yeah, I put it between that because he has to be somewhere in there.
Oh, so are we talking assets? Or are we talking like hard cash?
No, it 100% include assets as well.
I googled net worth, and that's what it's telling me. Anywhere between 1.3 to 17.
Yeah, because my
It's
guess
probably
would
changed with the years as well.
Yeah, my guess is it's probably
Yeah, because
like-
obviously he's probably sitting on enough that it would just increase via inflation.
Yeah.
I'm sure right now they're probably sitting around in the Simpsons writing room going like, oh, what if there's an episode where Mr. Burns gets into cryptocurrency?
Yeah.
Which they did an episode of Futurama where they talk about NFTs. Do you remember when NFTs were a thing?
That was too late. We were past it.
To be fair,
I know we're past it, but I'm saying, do you remember that phase in like I think 2021 to
Well,
2022
like,
where
forget it.
NFTs were a
You mean
thing?
when we started getting into like really, really depressed, sad parts of like online investment and gambling culture? Yeah, I remember.
Oh,
Now,
God.
It's still a thing
now you just bet on Polymarket if a war's gonna break out. We don't invest in NFTs. We gamble through.
No.
Polymarket.
Do you want to know the worst thing of it? On Shein and Polymarket, I'll bet on the success of experimental cancer treatment.
Yeah, you can bet on anything on Polymarket now. You can bet that like a country's economy is gonna plummet. You can bet that some random guy's gonna die next week. Like you can bet on anything. Like genuinely anything.
So Simpsons episode where Homer gets addicted to Polymarket and bets money on a meltdown at the nuclear plant and then intentionally causes one.
I mean, hey, that'd actually probably be not a horrible episode. You could probably write that. That'd actually not be horrible.
Does anyone know the contact information for The Simpsons?
hey, this is
That's
not
how
another
they write
podcast.
modern Simpsons episodes. It's character does modern thing. Like they had an episode where they build the Las Vegas Sphere in Springfield and they go to a K-pop concert and the whole thing is a parody of that M. Night Shyamalan movie Trap.
See, this is too much effort, right? Homer just betting on Polymarket and burning a power plant down is so much simpler. That makes so much more sense. We did phone up the writing department and be like, hey, this is not another
Yo, Matt, we got ideas for you.
Yo, this is not another podcast. Who are we? Doesn't matter. We're the big leagues. We'd like to tell you about our wonderful episode idea. Puts the
I
phone
wonder
down.
how many people try and contact the Simpsons offices with episode ideas.
To be fair, they probably used to get it by post, like daily. Someone
Yeah,
needs
I
to come
know.
out and be like, we used to get hundreds of letters just being like, guys, I have this really good idea for the next episode. Like, what's the? It's like they probably have like thousands of letters they've probably received by this
I
point.
tried to write into the Simpsons comics mailroom like a dozen times, and they never featured me.
Yeah. To be fair, they probably get thousands of people. Probably not anymore, but
Tens
like
of thousands.
probably like 5-10 years ago, they probably get like tens of thousands of people writing in daily.
I remember my letter was featured in official Nintendo magazine UK twice.
Damn.
Fantastic.
Do you want to
And
pull
one of them was in the 100th issue. I was the big leagues,
You think
man.
you could pull it up so I can include it in the video version, or is that lost to history now?
Oh god, give me a minute. Give me a
You
minute.
can send it to me afterwards. You can send it to me afterwards. It doesn't have to be now. But yeah, I think
All right, all right.
are we saying favorite
Other
characters? Octo's is Mr. Burns, probably. I'm guessing.
If I had to pick a major character, if we're allowed to include minor characters, I would also add Lionel Hutz.
Yeah.
Lionel Hutz. He's a good. I like Dr. Nick.
Ah, God, who doesn't love Dr. Nick?
Mm.
Hi, everybody.
Everybody. Hi, Dr. Nick. It's just
Nick.
it's just the absurdity
Ooh.
that exists around him that you just can't help but love it.
Mm.
I wouldn't say he's like an all-time favorite, but he's there. I'm trying to think of other characters. Alex, do you want to go?
Who'd my favorite be? Let me think. Probably Skinner's. I'd say Skinner's. Skinner's is funny.
Wait, the real Skinners or
Not
the
the
one
real-
who pretends to be the prince?
The actual Skinner, as in the one that is Skinner for most of the show.
Yeah, like the actual one, not the fake one. Just because he's kind of funny. And also, every time they do a gag where he's like at home and his like mum shouts at him, it's quite funny.
No, mother, it's just
Yeah.
the Northern Lights.
Yeah, Aurora Borealis in the kitchen. Don't worry about it.
Superintendent Chalmers is also a
yeah,
wonderful, wonderful
Yeah,
character.
Chalmers is good as well.
Yeah. Sideshow Bob.
Yeah,
It was voiced by Kelsey Grammer.
Sideshow Bob's fun.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the funniest part is just the fact that he has this his arch nemesis, 10-year-old boy, and I feel like that is just peak like cartoon logic.
Oh yeah, like it's ridiculous, but it's funny. You know what I mean?
I'm trying to think who else. Who else?
I mean, while you guys are thinking, real quick, just to quickly call back to our last topic. I do think one of my other honorable, like, interesting Simpsons episodes. There's one where like Bart gets sent to like Europe or something.
Oh, he gets sent to France.
He gets sent to
Yeah.
France, but actually he
Yes.
gets like a thing. I forgot what they do to him. I think they like force him to like work on a farm or something. Like it's like a mistaken trip or something. So he like I swear for like half the episode he's like speaking French or something.
He figures out that he can speak French,
Yeah,
and they put antifreeze in the wine.
Yeah, it's a crazy episode. That was one of my favorites. I really like that one. I don't remember the name of it. Can't remember, but it's a good episode. You guys got any other characters you like, or
Old Jewish man.
Old Jewish man.
He's
Can
not got a
your
name.
grandfather do this?
He's not got a name. That's just what he's called.
No, that's the actual name of his character is Old Jewish Man.
Jewish man. Wow.
Like,
Oh, it's the one from the old folks' home.
But they were
I was thinking of a different character for some
They
reason.
really had lightning in a bottle with that one.
Yeah, Old Jewish Man.
Yeah.
That's his voiced by Hank Azaria.
Oh my god.
Who isn't voiced by Hank Azaria at this point? Oh, he's got to be one of the more iconic ones. Chief Wiggum.
Yeah.
That's another excellent one.
Not an individual character, but just Lenny and Carl together.
Yeah,
I
Like,
think together they make up one character.
honestly, yeah.
yeah, they're just like the perfect couple. I'm just waiting for the moment when the Simpsons just revealed that they're both gay and they're a couple.
I mean, I think the funniest way for them to do that would be like, hey Homer, you gonna come to our wedding? Wow, what you guys are getting? Who are you marrying? Each other.
Just make it
Homer,
like a
we've
thing.
been in a deep gay relationship for the past 20 years. Did you not realize?
You guys never caught on?
Yeah, Homer, I like taking it up the A.
No, they just got to be as on the nose of it
I'm
as
the
possible.
bottom.
They've really just got to be as on the nose about it as possible, I think, to make that like,
Yeah.
like no pussyfooting around.
I mean,
Just be like, yeah, we're gay. We
I
fucking
watched this episode the other day. Homer's Phobia, another fantastic all-timer episode.
Yes.
Is that the one where he friends like a gay store owner and he doesn't want Bart hanging around with him because he thinks he'll turn Bart gay?
Yeah, it is that one.
Yeah, then they go to the gay steel mill.
Gay Steve.
And then they go hunting, and it's like, oh, I don't know, Dad, a bunch of guys standing around in the woods together seems kind of gay. But like I said, it is a really great episode because it does have a good moral at the end of it of not judging people, but it does kind of take the piss out of it at the same time.
Yeah.
Oh, you know who's a really funny character? Old Gil.
Oh, poor old Gil. Can never get a break.
Poor old.
Yeah, he can never get a break.
Well, now I think
It's a shame.
Now I think it's probably the best chance we have to get onto the last topic, which is how we
want the Simpsons to end.
Yeah. I think it's a hard one to say, but I do think they probably should just do a grandiose little final season.
Oh, I think the best time to end it would have been just after the movie.
Yeah.
The first one.
Yeah.
Because that movie
was 2007.
Yeah, that was a pretty climactic movie.
Yeah.
But all you see is the Homer to the sunset with and Bart freeing the house.
Yeah.
It's a nice ending where they rebuild their house.
Rebuilding the house. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. It's like the perfect ending where it's left kind of open that that the characters are having they're still going to be doing stuff, but it's ended in the sense that it ends nicely.
Well, aren't they?
It's like the end of an arc.
I would end The Simpsons. So here's how I would end The Simpsons.
Go on.
So we open in a Krusty Burger restaurant. And Homer sits down and starts ordering food, and the other members of the family stroll in. And Journey's Don't Stop Believing is playing at the same time. And then Frank Grimes Jr. comes in, and then it cuts to black.
Wait a minute. That's a good reference, that one.
I just described the ending of The Sopranos.
It's just The Sopranos. It's just The Sopranos. Honestly,
I mean, I'm surprised they haven't actually done that. I'm surprised they haven't parodied The Sopranos ending.
To be fair, to be honest, I think if they really wanted to be on the nose with an ending, honestly, ending it the same way as The Sopranos ended would be kind of funny. Terrible idea to clarify, but I think it would be kind of be very appropriate to just
that would be good for like a fake out finale. I think.
Yeah, I think if they did like a fake out finale, because just to re-ask, Maddie, did you say they're making another movie at some point?
Yes, and I think that's meant to be coming out next year.
I would honestly hope that if they do like a season before that, they do like a kind of silly fake out ending, and then the movie comes out, and the movie's kind of like okay guys, we are actually done now. We've ran out of stuff to do. There's nothing interesting anymore. We're done.
Yeah, so the movie is scheduled to air. It's set to release in September of next year. So we're just over a year away. I feel like they could just use that as the ending.
Yeah.
Just
I mean, the thing is, I think as long as it keeps making money, they're gonna keep doing it.
I have no idea how profitable The
yeah,
Simpsons must be, unless it's just a really, really easy thing to animate.
It is probably
it
really
is.
cheap to make.
Like, it's not particularly
Yeah.
technical animation-wise. Like, it doesn't
Mm.
really do anything particularly amazing. Or
Though,
really well
ignoring
animated.
my Sopranos reference earlier, how I would actually end The Simpsons, I think, is that we would get one final season, and the whole sort of vibe for the season is going to be, what if they had, from their introduction in 1989 or whenever it started to whenever the show actually ended, do that in real time. So maybe have each episode be a different couple years in their lives, and we finally, we see these characters who have been forced to have this floating timeline. Homer was born in the 70s and the 80s and the 90s, and I swear to God, if it gets to a point in my life where The Simpsons is still running and I'm canonically older than Homer Simpson, I am going to be so mad.
Oh, yeah.
But
How old is Homer? How old is Homer now? I think he's what,
he's
39?
he's like 39, 38.
Yeah.
But like I said, it means he would have been born in 1987.
Jesus, yeah.
So he would have been a 90s kid, which is terrifying.
Oh.
Homer Simpson would have been like 15 on 9/11.
Oh my god.
It's weird that you bring up Homer's age on 9.
I mean, it's just a ballpark thing. Fine, he would have been 15 when Halo came out. Okay, let's put it that way.
We would have
It's the
15.
same year, couple months later.
Yeah.
It's funny because when The Simpsons started in 1989, Homer was still around the same age. I knew he was about 36 or 39. So by that point, Homer would have been born somewhere in the early 1950s.
Yeah, well, that was the earliest part of the baby boom. He's the stereotypical boomer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And his
So
dad's
I'm
like
saying I want to see
aggravated,
what
like,
the
old man.
what the actual timeline of that would have been like. Seeing them all grow up and change in real time,
Yeah,
and
because
then
they do the whole tease of like, oh, this is like Homer when he was younger doing this with hair, and it's like, yeah, see, that's cool and all, but like you could just like actually show off what happened a bit more, obviously.
either that or they're all gunned down by the Bolivian army.
That'd be kind of funny.
Very oddly specific, but okay.
Yeah.
That's another reference. It's how Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid ends.
Right. I do like the idea. I think to add to that, I would have it set from the original 1989 season start, where every couple of years, they go to 91, 93, and then the season ends like try to end it in the modern day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You'd get maybe like, I think 20 episodes, like anywhere between 15 to 20 episodes, depending on how big the time jumps they want to do.
Oh yeah.
But
like
you would see Bart. I think Bart would be in his mid 40s now. Lisa would be in her early 40s. Maggie would be in her mid 30s.
Granddad would be
Yeah,
dead.
and her. Yeah,
He'd be
Abe
dead.
Simpson would be.
He'd be
Yeah. Mr. Burns would still be alive and kicking.
Yeah, somehow.
Like Smithers is like visibly older than him.
Yeah. Smithers is visibly older
Yes.
than him, and Homer is somehow still a safety inspector at 80.
Homer is never able to retire because he wasted all of his money on crypto.
See, you could do something funny and meta by doing that. See,
Yeah.
that
I
would
wish
be a
I
good
had
way to
bought all
do.
these NFTs, Marge.
See, that'd be a funny way to do like a.
My apes are gone, Marge.
That'd be a funny way to do like a meta. Oh my god, modern day kind of joke of like, yeah, Homer was still as silly and as greedy as he's always been. It never changed after he got older. It saved you having to do all the jokes of like modern day stuff, like in this vague. It's kind of still not the 2000s, but like it kind of is that The Simpsons like teeters on anyway.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I think that's the fundamental problem of it. It changes, but it's stagnant. It's
Yeah, because the characters do kind of fit in with. They don't even. no, they don't really fit in the modern times. They tried to make it relatable
Yeah.
by having the characters stay the same age.
Which is why I
But they're
think a show
not
like
relate. They're
Futurama
not.
gets away with things like this more. I can get away with doing like, oh, here's a reference to something kind of modern in the 2000s, because like, yeah, Futurama's like what, like I don't know, I don't remember the time period, but like it's the future, it's space.
It's 3000. It's the
Yeah.
year 3000. That's the whole point.
They're in space. You know what I mean? Like,
You know, it started in 2000, so it was the year 3000, and
Yeah.
now I'm assuming it's the year 3026.
yeah, they're in
Yes.
space, so like, you know what I mean? They can do whatever they want.
They make about that in, I think, the first season of the revival, that because of Fry's constant time resets, it was 3023 or something.
Mm.
Mm.
Yeah.
But yeah, as I was saying, like they keep the characters the same in the hope that people find them relatable because of their age, but they don't relate to people in the modern day because they're still acting like they were in the 90s.
I mean,
So
I think
it
the most
doesn't,
Sorry, finish what you were saying?
they don't really fit in with how people are now. They try to make a goof of it, but they don't act how, for example, Homer doesn't act like a 39-year-old now. Bart doesn't act like a 10-year-old now. They're not.
Yeah. It's like a strange mix,
They,
and I
they,
think that's probably where a lot of the appeal has
yeah,
probably died off, is because they are just kind of like, it's a strange mix of, what's what Octo was saying. You can make gags and jokes about the modern day, but you can't change too much about who the characters are, because the show's still kind of vaguely not in the 2000s ish, kind of.
yeah.
There's an episode, again in the newer season 37, where Superintendent Chalmers becomes like a fitness podcast bro,
Mm.
and it's the most insane thing I've ever seen, and it just makes no sense.
It's like, how are they becoming a podcast, bro, when like they're still using like a box TV and they're rocking the radio? Like, come on, man! Like,
Yeah.
and they're still
Like
driving
certain
shit boxes from the 90s. Like, come on, man! Like, it doesn't make any sense.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Like if they actually made the characters like how they would in the modern day, they would, for example, they wouldn't be living in that kind of house. They would probably only have one or two kids at the most. And
I would be on so much medication.
Yeah, I would be
They
happy.
would drug that kid up to high heaven.
I'd be just happy to see
Yeah.
them push the show's like time period like a little bit more forward, like make everyone a tiny bit older and just go from there.
I mean, I think that's what they should have done, but you
Well,
know,
maybe
you could
they
go
should
could
have done
would
it.
have
They
should
should
have.
have done it in the 2010s, but they didn't, and I think that's
Thing
just...
is,
They did
King
that
of
with
the
King.
Hill did it,
Huh?
Yeah, I was
King
just
of
about
the
to say
Hill
King of the
did
Hill
it,
did it.
and it's
King of the Hill
brilliant.
aged the characters up.
Yeah, but they should have done it long term.
Yeah, but they're not going to. They just fundamentally got the formula wrong.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys got any other ideas on how to end The Simpsons? Any other cool ideas you want to give to good old Matt?
Yeah.
Groaning if you're watching.
Something. They find New Earth and they get all happy in the end, and the humans in the
Find
Cylons
a
live
new
together.
Earth.
Yeah, they find a new home. The humans in the Cylons live happily ever after. The end.
The Cylon is that Battlestar Galactica?
Yeah. They find...
That's what they should do an entire season of just finale episodes. They're just taking the piss out of all these different finale episodes. Like they
Yeah.
do one that's the Sopranos, they want the Seinfeld finale, Battlefield,
Breaking Bad.
Babylon 5. Yeah, that's another one. You have Homer Simpson just collapsing in the meth lab while My Baby Blue plays.
Yeah.
Oh
I'm honestly
god, what are the
shocked The
famous
Simpsons
endings?
hasn't referenced The Sopranos more. Complete tangent, but I'm actually really shocked it hasn't.
Homer Simpson goes back in time to give the Infinity Stones back.
He comes back an old shriveled man saying, "It's been a long time, huh?"
Dad, it's only been 20 minutes.
Do you want this back? No, I don't think I will.
What other
What?
famous endings could they riff off?
He stands looking off into the binary sunset, says, "My name is Homer Skywalker."
The thing is, they could actually do that. They have the rights as well. They could totally do that.
No, I'm Homer. Homer Skywalker. Like, just okay.
God, what else?
Homer can turn around, look at Bart, and be like, "The threat of the endless is coming. We must deal with them now."
You could do a
Yes, that's Halo.
you could do
Oh,
a Game of Thrones finale where absolutely something absurd happens and absolutely
yeah.
like I'm trying to think of how you could actually have it end absurdly.
I'm trying to think of
I,
endings that
I,
would be stupid.
I don't even know how you could do a Game of Thrones style ending.
Because Game of Thrones' ending was so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how to write a Simpsons version of that. But you get what I mean, though, that kind of idea.
Yeah. What about so I was trying to figure out some way to Simpsons survive the boys ending.
Oh God. Oh, Mr. Burns.
Oh,
Mr. Burns.
Cuts off Mr. Burns' head.
No, Mr. Burns
Yeah,
Mr. Burns becomes mortal, and they decide to like just bash his head in.
Oh, that's dead. They're definitely gonna do that as a Treehouse of Horror at some point with
Yeah.
the fucking Homer's butcher.
Homer's butcher cracks his head open like a Pepsi can. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man. End of the movie, like Mr. Burns looks at Homer and is just like, "In your rage, you killed them." No.
No. How the second movie is gonna end is they're gonna is it's gonna have like a normal ending, and then you're gonna get an end credit scene that's completely off the wall, and it's gonna say the Simpsons will return in Avengers Secret Wars.
Oh, you can do some utter bullshit.
And the thing is,
bro.
again, they could do that because Disney owns both The Simpsons and Marvel.
I mean, that's I think if you're gonna have to do an
my
ending,
God.
you either need to play it straight or do it so incredibly meta that it just goes back around to being funny
Yeah.
again.
Homer looks off into like the
thing is,
sunset,
this
and he's like, "I'm gonna
was-
miss you, buddy." Is like that. Oh, you know, like the end. You know, the end of that.
My name is Homer J. Simpson, and this is a message to all of the Simpsons throughout the galaxy. We are here, and we will
found
fight.
home.
And let mercy come and wash away what I've done.
No, bro. The Simpsons all freezes. It goes black and white, and you just hear, well, Mr. Homer."
What's that a reference to?
That's the Half-Life. The G-Man comes out and it's just like, "Well done, Mr. Homer. Well done,
Mr. Simpson. No one is more deserving of
you have been
nuts
my
than you.
employers are interested in you and would like to hire you on a basis."
You know what would be really funny if they did like an Iron Man 1 gag with like a Nick Fury type character where I'm here to talk to you about the Foxverse initiative.
It would be
That's Iron Man
I'm trying to think.
That's Iron Man 2.
It would be no, it's Iron Man 1. It's Iron Man 1.
What does he do at the end?
Yeah, yes,
Yes,
end credit scene.
End of Iron Man 1.
I'm just trying to think who would be like the unifying character. I feel like Homer would be the unifying character. Like he'd be showing up on King of the Hill and Family Guy and Bob's Burgers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bob. I'm trying to think of other like
they parody BoJack Horseman's ending or something like that.
God, that would be bleak.
Yeah.
That would be bleak.
That would be bleak, but you know, it's an option.
It's end of Evangelion, but it's The Simpsons.
I watched BoJack Horseman when I was like 15. I watched BoJack Horseman when I was like 15, and that was one of the most like weird things I watched as a kid.
Yeah,
we could probably do a BoJack Horseman episode because God, that I love BoJack Horseman. I really want to rewatch it, but I don't think I can go through that again because
it's.
I could rewatch it. I think I could rewatch it.
I just thought of a horrible one.
I barely remember it.
Homer drops to his knees and he finally beats the Japanese ping pong champion for the first time in his life.
Fucking Homer Supreme.
I'm just thinking, the orange.
No, it would be Barty Supreme.
Body Supreme? Yeah,
Body Supreme.
that'd be a good one.
Oh, I'm sure they're gonna do that. I'm sure they're gonna do an episode called Barty Supreme at some point.
They have to.
It would
The Homer
be
finds his way out
insane.
of the back rooms.
I am an architect.
I look at humor. You can eat them.
Stay in character.
Wait,
Stay in character.
do you think The Simpsons will do an obsession episode?
Oh god,
Definitely Treehouse of Horror. They're
Yeah.
going to do an obsession episode.
yeah. The
Yes.
and if they do their next Treehouse of Horror, I think they have to do a reference to either Obsession, Backrooms, or like
Both.
probably both. Yeah, probably both.
I mean, then again, there's that episode where Homer falls into like that weird 3D space. So technically, they already did the back rooms.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's just a flat plane. It's not like all the like corridors and everything.
The Simpsons isn't meta enough to do an Exit 8 reference. That would be kind of funny, but they'd never be meta enough to do that.
Oh.
But the thing is, that Treehouse of Horror where he goes into the 3D space, he ends up falling out of that, that specific 3D space, and he drops into the real world.
Yeah.
Maybe is that going to be the plot for the Simpsons movie too? That the Simpsons come to our world and they hang out with God, what's his name? The guy who's in all those movies.
Oh,
he's Cyclops.
Austin?
Yeah.
yeah. They turn the
And
corner. They turn the corner. They see animated Ryan Gosling being like, "I'm just Homer."
okay, we're officially getting off the deep end here. We've completed the life cycle of the Simpsons from genuinely funny to self-referential to unfunny.
Yeah, we've reached the point where they're referencing fucking Bobby. Alright, it's done. Alright, bit's over. I'm thinking this is a good place to end the episode here.
Yeah. Look, this was a little more a nonsense episode. We do go on a few tangents, but
This was an
it
episode
is
of
kind of
tangents
just
for a
funny.
reason. We're talking about the Simpsons. The Simpsons
Yeah.
is a tangent in and of itself.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's a
it was a
tangent.
spin-off of the Tracy Ullman show.
Yeah.
I have no idea who Tracy Ullman is, so I think that shows who got the last laugh.
Who got the last laugh? It was me.
They did a Joker parody as well. I think in one of the recent Treehouse of Horrors,
What, Joker as in Joaquin Phoenix's Joker?
as in Joaquin Phoenix Joker specifically.
Do you think we're gonna get like?
Wow.
Do you think we're gonna get like reverse Homer? It's like it was me, Homer.
Hang on, Remo, and I'm evil.
My name's Retep, and I am evil. Right. Anyway, this is getting out of hand. Right.
Yeah, we need to stop
anyway.
before we say something stupid.
Anyway, viewers, it was good having you and listening to the podcast episode. I hope you guys enjoyed.
I'm so sorry for when you have to edit this.
Yeah, don't worry about it. It's fine. We hope you enjoyed. Hit like, follow, hit us, all that kind of thing. And
strangle your children.
Yeah, definitely do that. Yeah, we here at Not Another Podcast condone strangling children.